Hey everybody, HP5 Freak here. So funny of funnies, yes, my third Ttmt in a row. But funny of funnies, I know I mentioned last week having seen on Facebook Jen's idea to do the finish your UFO, right? Well, she hadn't really talked about it that much, so Jen, sorry if I kind of went ahead on you, but this is a blanket that I mentioned. I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll do this and get it finished. Well, the problem is the pattern got really boring to me, like really boring. So it's not that wide. In fact, it's kind of narrow. Well, no, I'm sorry. It's wide. It's not very tall. So, but it makes perfect for covering up my feet and going up. So I'm guessing this one's going to stay mine. So that actually is done. So since that happened, I need to pick a new UFO. I mean, it's not really fair if I do it before she actually starts it. So I was kind of looking at my projects, and I have this, and it's hard to kind of see what it is, but I bought some. I love this yarn. Probably, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago, because I think I had this before I bought my house. And I was like, oh, well, I'll do this shell stitch, because I actually made a blanket with this shell stitch a few years ago and gave it to my sister, and there was a disastrous sudden move and she left it behind, and it kind of devastated me, but I'm okay with it now. And so anyway, I thought, well, I'll make my own and I'll buy these variegated colors and it'll be fun. Well, I think I got kind of tired of this too because it wasn't growing big enough, but this is actually super wide, and now I just have to make the decision if I want to turn it into a wide odd scarf because it's really long, or if I actually want to attempt to make something out of it, or maybe I'll unravel it. Now another piece that I have, now this technically doesn't count as a UFO because I started it this week and I'm still really enjoying it, and so this is not a UFO, but this is one of my own patterns, and I'm ripping stitches out from somewhere, so hang on a second. I think this one ball got a bit unruly. Yes, it did. But this is the current pattern I'm working on, and it's kind of stair-steppy, as you can see. So I'm about, let's see, I'm on my 4th repetition here of this pattern, moving over, and my intention is once I finish this up, I might actually keep this one, but I'm going to give the pattern to Linus like I did the Texas brick blanket. Now, speaking of the Texas brick blanket, I did something kind of cool. Now, this isn't the nicely made one that I did, because I actually sent those all off to Jen because I know her Linus group meets this week, so I thought she'd want to have them. But this is a picture of the original one that I made, and then what I did is I have the pattern written up on my Amber's Original blog that Jen has talked about, but I actually took the whole pattern and rewrote it out and put in the picture of the second one that I tried. This is a pastel brick pattern that I gave to a friend of mine, and then it's got my thing on there that Jen drew up for me, and then it's got actually a grid on the back that I worked up and just colored in real basically. And what I did is I printed this up, and then at work we have a color copier, and I got some color copies of it all on 11 by 17 paper, so it actually makes like a booklet like that. It opens up. I thought it was really cool, but like I said, I mailed those all out to Jen so that she would have them in time. So there's that. So the other thing I've been doing is, you might recognize the paper from last week when I was doing my TTMT down in my front room, but this actually is the zag pattern that I'm doing, that I just showed the blanket of, and I drew it out, and then I'm not sure, yes, see, I've started writing my pattern for that. And it kind of goes over onto the back of the page. And then I've got my pattern for the Eye of the Tiger, which I love this because it gets all really complicated right here, and then it eases out because you get to the halfway point and it goes back. There's the Texas brick. This is a new one that I want to try next year. That's, yeah, checkered past. This one, my mom says, actually gives her a headache just looking at it, but I think once I actually put it to blanket, it'll look better. And that pattern is a mess. This is another one. I've just been busy writing them out. And this is one of my favorites that I've come up with. I call it the Cornered Cabin. Because it kind of has a log cabin inspired here in the corners. And I wrote that up. And then I've got these other ones that I'm hesitant to write them up. Oh, that's another easy one that I plan to write up. But I've got these other ones. They're not hard if you understand what I do and how to do it. But they look hard because I don't write anything on my graphs because I know what my scribbles mean. But that doesn't mean everybody does, and I know that. So, oh look, I'm throwing everything everywhere. So, that's all I got for right now. And, I've misplaced my crochet hook. This is becoming a rather standard feature of my life, which is getting pretty frustrating. You'll notice this is not my standard Jasper, because my standard Jasper is actually in my purse downstairs, so that when I go to work tomorrow I have him with me. This is just a fill-in, and he's not even actually an H hook, which is what I normally use. It's a, if you can see that, it's a J hook. You know, nothing wrong with a J, just not what I normally use. So, that's 7 minutes of me rambling. I haven't figured out yet what I'm gonna donate for a prize if I get another UFO done. So, I'll figure something cool out, and that'll be fun. But until then, I'm out of here, and I've got to go edit this and load it up, and I don't have any pictures to put at the end, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.